back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at all 6 of the Transformers Legacy Core Class Dinobots that form into Volcanicus. Volcanicus being a figure that I've been wanting to collect for quite some time, and now we have all 6 Dinobots to complete it. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at each individual Dinobot. In my original video of Grimlock and Scar, I was doing it one at a time, but I realized it would be better if I did this in one video. So without further ado, let's get cracking and start off with Sludge. Here we have Core Class Sludge, a very interesting Dinobot, one of the first ones to be released as far as Legacy Core Class line. And I did, in fact, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was a heap of junk, honestly. But after careful consideration and seeing how I need this guy to form Volcanicus, I decided to buy him. And after all, his robot form is the weakest form, I will tell you that, but as far as dinosaur mode, that redeems it all. That's a great mode. I really do like it. Just taking a look at the detail on Sludge right here, we can see he does resemble how he did look like in Studio Series and in G1. We could even see they even incorporated some of the design traits as putting as the Brachiosaurus head on the back, and then we could see some other design traits such as the arms and the feet being the same. However, one thing I did really hate is that there's no foot like attached right here, so it's basically separate. If you wanted this guy to do the splits, it is very weird. It looks like he just lost his feet. So yeah, as far as the robot mode goes, not the greatest version of Sludge that there is, and pairing him next to the Studio Series version looks better, but is a really great character at a certain angle, and the dinosaur mode completes it. Here I brought in Dinobot Slug. Dinobot Slug, same thing. One of the first Dinobots, didn't really go so well, but is actually very necessary to complete Volcanicus. Taking a look at Slug, we can see there are many details that are similar to the original SS version, and as well as the design of the G1 version. One thing I did want to go over is just one thing I really hate is just how the head follows the Triceratops around. I really wish they would have put a pin right there for the head, but looking at the design, I don't think it would really cost that much. Maybe that's just lazy engineering, or maybe there was reason to that. But as far as this figure goes, it looks like a really cool figure. Unfortunately, no elbow joint, similar to Grimlock and Scar. So yeah, same thing applied with Sludge as well. No elbow joint. I see that as a missed opportunity. But yeah, really great robot mode. As far as kibble, there's not that much back kibble. I don't really expect there to be none, because this is after all a core class. And the whole role of this is to complete Volcanicus after all, so I wouldn't expect there not to be back kibble. But surprisingly, there's not that much, and it's just this flap that was present in the Studio Series version. So with that being said and done, let's take a look at our next one in the list, and in order. Has to go to Dinobot Scar. Dinobot Scar being a concept character, I feel like it was a really nice concept, and I think that they should incorporate this maybe in Legacy United, or maybe in the Studio Series 1986, who knows, but this figure actually looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the design. I do like that they went for a concept for this character, even though this character was never a character that showed up in G1. I do like how it looks like, and it looks really cool. As far my opinion stays the same for this one. I still think it was a missed opportunity. Unfortunately, no elbow joint, like I said in my video. I didn't like that, so yeah. Kind of missed opportunity with all of these Dinobots. Same thing here applies to Grimlock as well. Missed opportunity as well. No elbow joint. But I really do like how he looks like. He looks really cool. He looks like how he did in his Studio Series form as well. So I really do like how Grimlock and the Dinobots stand. On their own, they could stand together and look really cool paired with Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and Ironhide, and other core G1 characters. But standing alone, just having just one core class, it's just gonna look kind of plain dumb. But it really does look nice compared next to Titan characters as well, which I'll bring on later in this video. Core class Swoop, and we are grading the Studio Series leader class later this year, toward the end of this year, more than likely. But we can already see how they've already gone ahead, and then we could see what I personally think we could get in the future for Studio Series, and it looks really nice. This is actually my most favorite Dinobot in this core class assortment. I really do like it. No back kibble whatsoever. Has knee articulation and has elbow articulation, something that has to be present in every core class and figure and Transformer figure they release. honestly looks really nice. Accessories look nice. I do like how this guy looks like. Transformed into nice pterodactyl mode. And I do like how there is a combination between the two guns that they form a wrist, one of the wrists of Volcanicus. So yeah, that was what's his name? Swoop. Now let's take a look at the last Dinobot. Last one being Dinobot Snarl. Snarl being one of the also best Dinobots in this group. I'd say the crown has to go to Swoop and Snarl because they have elbow joints. The other ones would have been probably slightly higher or maybe all equal if they all had elbow joints. But however, whatever comes to personal preference is down to you. However, I do like how this figure looks like. One thing I do have a critique is that this backpack does seem to pop off multiple times. I'm not so sure why. Maybe I'm not connecting it right. But there are two little ports right here that the backpack does connect into. And it does look really nice. He comes with one accessory being a sword that was also present in the Studio Series version. Unfortunately, I don't have the Studio Series version at the moment of this character. But I really do hope I do collect it, and then so I could scale it later on down the line as I continue to make videos. But yeah, as far as Snarl goes, he's actually one of the best Dinobots. I do like his all form. It's also Stegosaurus. So yeah, that about wraps up Snarl. Let's do a Dinobot group shot. Here we have a comparison between all 6 Dinobots that Legacy Evolution released. Here we have Slug, Sludge, Swoop, Snarl, Scar, and Grimlock. As far as ranking goes, I'd say Swoop first place, Snarl second place, Scar third place, Slug fourth, Grimlock fifth, and Sludge sixth. The reason I did this is because Sludge is the worst character. Honestly, I don't see why they designed him this bad, but it's probably because of the Volcanicus transformation, so I won't really bug about it. Same thing has to apply to Grimlock, Scar, and Slug, but I'm not so sure why they didn't incorporate elbow joints. They could have put like small ratchets if they wanted to, but hey, who knows, their decision. But yeah, I think that this looks really great. It's a nice lineup of Dinobots. So let's just see how these guys compare next to their original Studio Series leader class versions. Bringing on the leader classes into the back here, we can see they tower over these Dinobots. So I'm just gonna bring in the ones that I currently have right now. So just gonna move these to the side for now, and I'm going to show you how Grimlock compares next to Grimlock, how you saw in my previous video, how they scale with one another. Grimlock towers over Baby Grimlock. We can get Baby Sludge and put him next to Leader Class Sludge, and we can see Baby Sludge absolutely gets demolished and towered over him as well. Just to give you another idea right here, with Slug, we can bring in Slug and then bring in our Leader Class Slug, and we can see Slug is fairly around the knee section, past the knee section, but still a small figure nonetheless. So yeah, that was about the comparisons. Now let's transform each and every one of them into dinosaur mode. transform into their dinosaur form. We have Scar, Slug, Swoop, Snarl, Grimlock, and Sludge here in the screen. As far as Dinobot mode goes, I feel like that's one of their strongest forms, except for Sludge. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was his strongest form. I'm saying besides his robot form, I'm saying the dinosaur form for Sludge is the strongest form. So for Grimlock, for Snarl, not that much. I really don't like this open area and this back region. I really don't like how it looks. For Slug, on the other hand, this is the strongest form and my favorite Dinobot form. It has full range of articulation for all feet, and even has mouth articulation, something absent in all these other Dinobots that they should have included, especially for a Dinobot like Grimlock. And for Scar, I feel like this was also a upgrade from their robot form because they had no articulation on the elbow whatsoever, and nice to see it some on the what's it called, on the feet. For Swoop here, on the other hand, both forms were like a 10 out of 10. I'm not kidding. Mini masterpiece for Swoop. I do like how he looks like. I just don't like how the backpack area does hang out of the wings, and it does look kind of he does look kind of fat. Same thing with Grimlock. The legs do make him look extremely fat, but I do like how they look like. So yeah, I personally think they look really great with one another. Now let me give you a transformation and how to transform these guys into Volcanicus. I did want to make clear right before I do transform these characters, Dinobot Sludge and Dinobot Slug do need to be in the robot forms to transform into Volcanicus, whereas the other ones don't really matter. So first up, we're gonna start off with Sludge. So the first thing you're gonna have to do, you're gonna rotate the arms here on the ball joint that they're on, and then you're gonna rotate these legs like so. Rotate them like this. So I think that's probably why they're designed like this for Volcanicus itself. Then you're going to rotate this to the side so that it's facing the camera like so. And then after that, you're going to tab this in right here. It's going to tab in right there or something. Merely looking off the instructions right there. There, tabbed in. Here, this tabs in right there to keep it nice and secure. And then once you have that, that is basically the torso of Volcanicus, the lower torso. I'm sorry, the upper torso. So, or lower, I'm not so sure. But basically, it's part of the torso. We're going to move that to the side for now. We're going to focus on this piece right here. On Slug, you're going to close this part. Put in the Dinobot area. I really do like all that detailing that we do get, including interior detailing. Looks really great. Mostly present on Snarl. But yeah, you're gonna have to open this. So in box, it'll have this closed, but right here, you're gonna have to open it up. Then you are gonna reattach these legs like dinosaur form. You're gonna fold these in like so. And then after that, you're gonna put your tension right here and then fold them like if they were dinosaur mode, like so. So basically, you don't really have to untransform it all completely. You just have to open this back section and then fix the arms. So yeah, I'm gonna put your attention toward Slug's weapon, and Slug's weapon does have Volcanicus' hidden face. So it does have this little port right here. We're just gonna oh sorry, it doesn't go inside that port like though. It just goes right here. And then just check out the face detail, the sculpt work on Volcanicus' head. Looks really nice. Looks like Grimlock's head, not gonna lie. And I do feel like Grimlock should have been the chest region and not Slug. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is insert the head right here, like so, that it falls into place. And then after that, you're gonna attach these two halves together. There are two little ports right here and two little slots right here. So you're just gonna attach these together, and there you have Volcanicus's torso ready for the rest of the body. As far as this last piece right here, you could put this right here if you do want to. I personally don't like the look of it much, but the instructions say to put it there, so I have to put it there. So now that we have that done, we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to continue to transform these ones. this post right there, like so. Get this piece, insert it on this post. Right here we have the legs complete. See how cool it's looking? Not really, but it looks kind of cool. We're then going to get the arms. The arms do attach inside to the wrists of what used to be, I believe, sludge. It's going to go right there. Same thing right here. The arms are going to attach into the exterior part of the wrist. And do make sure that this piece doesn't detach, because it is prone to detach multiple times throughout transformation, or throughout transformation, or whenever you're assembling this guy. I'm going to attach this right there. It's quite difficult to do. I'm going to move this right here. Just move it out slightly. Then move this inside there, like so. I'm going to reattach this wrist piece right there. And if all is done correctly, there we have Volcanicus fully transformed into his Dinobot combiner mode. All 6 Dinobots combined into this really cool Voyager sliced robot. Looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Some points I don't like. Some points I do like. I will go over those all in a bit. But just check out all the detail that is jam packed into this guy. I do like it. I'm not a fan of this region, and maybe if we got a different set of feet, pretty sure there's a DNA design kit out there, that fixes that feature. But I really do like its range of motion. I had Thanks to the port, it has 360. Right here, it has probably limited range of motion, because if you don't wanna move this, he has a two hinge joints for the elbows, so okay, to create some really nice dynamic poses. Right here, he has a hinge joint for the elbow, but I do recommend being very cautious with this arm, because the club of the Ankylosaurus mode, or the left arm of Volcanicus, the hands will come off multiple times. And unfortunately, there is no ankle joint or whatsoever to pose this guy correctly, and it's just kind of a pain to see that they didn't think of incorporating that, or they could have just added that into one of the core classes as an accessory weapon or something. So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent job at a combiner. I really do like it. Looks really great among other characters, and I will bring in those other characters right now. As far as comparison goes, Volcanicus looks really nice among these characters, such as Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave. Looks really great with these characters. I really do like how it matches how, if this were a Voyager class, and all of these were later classes as well, combined, they look accurate. I think this is pretty much accurate to how Volcanicus and Optimus would scale. The only Volcanicus that I know is from like some animated series that consisted of Grimlock being the head or something. I'm not so sure. I'm not familiar with that. That's the only Volcanicus that I know of. This whole version was pretty new. I think they're gonna remold this and then make a new packaging of some other character. Do correct me if I'm wrong or something. But yeah, I think that this was done a really great job. I think Volcanicus is one of the best core class combiners that there is, and I'm pretty sure is one of the only ones there is. As far as the combiner goes, it's really great. I do like it. It's enjoyable. It's just the playtime around it is enjoyable. As far as posability, it is kind of limited around the feet area. So if I do get my hands on that upgrade kit, I will do a video of it, and I really hope to get it so that um, Volcanicus could look complete. So as far as my final thoughts, I'd give this combiner itself 7 out of 10. If there was more articulation and more joints around the core class figures themselves, I would have placed this figure a little higher. Now looking at this figure, at the figures who didn't have what's it called, joints, we can see Grimlock here. If there was another joint, it would literally cost them nothing and pay no role in the transformation. Neither would this one for Scar. As far as for this guy, this one kinda, but they could just reinforce it. And then Slug, not really. I mean, his arms literally play no role whatsoever in transformation. They just act as honestly nothing. So I'm not so sure why. I feel like that was the lazy engineering on Hasbro's part. They could have done better. But yeah, we could see where all their money went toward their Studio Series line and the 86 subline, not toward this Legacy combiner. So as far as the figure goes, I rate this guy as a 7 out of 10. Now, tell me what you thought of this figure. Will you pick him up? Do you have other Dinobots? I think if you have other core Dinobots, it's essential that you get them all, or else it'll just look kind of sad just having one or two there. So I recommend buying them all if you have the chance. So that about wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a nice comment, and until my next one, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.